So here's a quick video on how to change the rear brake pads on your Nissan 300zx. I'm not going to be doing the discs on this tutorial because I think mine are still fine, but I'm going to do just the pads. So we shouldn't have to take the caliper off, which is cool how these ones have it. Basically, what you should need is a Phillips screwdriver for those little two screws there. Possibly a flathead to pry some stuff, and I use these pliers to carefully push the pistons back in so that we can get the new brake pads in. So basically what you do is you want to turn these screws until this wire is able to be pulled out. It's usually a 90-degree turn, more or less. I'll actually quickly show you with one. You basically turn them until it's straight up. Hang on. That one might already be there. So I might be able to get there. Yeah, straight out. Okay, so there you go, basically. So how it works is that pin goes in through these two holes. You can kind of see them there. These two holes. So you're supposed to put that pin in, and turn the screw, and you put them back to lock it in. So obviously now this one hasn't been done, they just popped it straight in, so whatever. So that's basically it, and then these two come out, this clip comes out, and then you just slide the pads out this way. So I'll show you the whole process, but that's the basic procedure. So let's get into it, and yeah, I'll show you how to take them out and put them back in. Right, so the basic procedure is really, first you want to turn these screws because they're holding this wire in. So you want to turn them so that the holes are straight up, and then you can just pull the wire out. Mine weren't really done. So the idea is that, you know, you put it and then you turn it to lock the wire in. Mine weren't really locked in, but whatever. And then you can basically pop these screws out. You may need to hammer them. Okay. Just want to lever them out like that, because they hold the brake pads in. It might be a bit tight like these, but that's fine. And that clip will pop out. So when you're putting it back, you want to put that clip back and put the pins over the top like that, you see, basically. So yeah, once that clips out, the pins will come out real easy. Set that shit aside, and then you should actually be able to just slide these out, as long as your discs don't have a massive lip on them. So there you go, that's basically it. One's out. Let's see if the other side will come out as easy. Just have to slowly work it out like this one. Yep. Sweet, and there you have it. That's the old ones out. So just had a little bit of meat left on them, but never mind, I got my new ones, so I'll just bring some cheapies in for now until I upgrade all the brakes. Better something than nothing. Alright. These ones have the wear pad, which is kind of cool. So once you've done that, you need to push the piston in so that you can actually get the new pads into the back end. So with this, what I usually do is take this and just slowly work my way. You might need to go and open the cylinder if they're not going in. You know, the cylinder with the fluid in the engine bay, if they don't want to go back in, because it will push some of it back. But in this case, they seem to be going back in just fine. Sometimes you get lucky and it's easy. Hopefully it's not overflowing in my engine bay. Don't think it is, I don't see anything on the ground. Alright, so basically just want to push them back in. Get these. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to put this on the rear side, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe not. Let's see how it goes. Actually looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass to get it in there. You know what, I'm just going to break it off. It's just going to make this job a pain. If you take the disc off, or you take the caliper off, it'll be alright, but we'll see. I don't need to check my brakes long enough. Oh, often enough, sorry. So, there we go. Okay. Yeah, those wear sensors are just for the, average peasant who doesn't know how to tell if their brakes are fucked, so you don't really need them unless you're a peasant. Make sure you put that clip back in. Put the pin at the bottom. That's basically it. Put this back. Put that pin all the way in. So on this side. And turn it to lock it in. I'm not sure what direction it's supposed to go, but I'm going to go with that direction. See how that's now locked in? Hang on. See how it's now locked in so you couldn't pull it out? That's the idea. So that's why you want to turn these. Just lock it in like that. And then when you undo it, you just turn it and pull it out again. You may find that you don't have that pin, kind of like what's going on here, where obviously the pin's been lost and someone's just put a wire in. That's perfectly fine. Just pull the wire out and then make sure you put it back in as well, and then twist it so that it can't fall out. It'll do the same job, it just makes it a little bit more fiddly. You can see there on both of them, someone's replaced it with wire. That's fine as long as those pins don't come out. I don't see any issue with that solution, so just something to keep in mind. So that's it, actually. That's the whole procedure. Your brake pads are in, and yeah, same thing on the other side. That's basically the job done. So I hope that was useful.